Pittsburgh CLO's 2026 PNC Summer of Musicals. Feel the music with Beautiful, the Carole King musical, the inspiring story of a girl from Brooklyn who became a chart-topping legend. Mean Girls, the fiercely funny smash hit musical based on Tina Fey's hit film. And don't miss the Tony Award-winning sensation, Suffs, the bold, brilliant story of the women who fought tirelessly for the right to vote. 3 must-see shows, 1 unforgettable summer of musicals. This June and July at the Benedum Center. Get your tickets today. PittsburghCLO.org.
Today's episode is supported by AIDS-Free Pittsburgh. There are more than 5,000 people living with HIV in southwestern Pennsylvania, and the Ryan White HIV/AIDS program provides support services to help them get the care they need. That includes assistance with things like healthcare, medications, housing, transportation, food, and treatment for substance use disorders. Visit AIDSFreePittsburgh.org to learn more.
This is Cast Pittsburgh. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh's talking about. Rachel, who has more of your heart, Erie or Pittsburgh?
Oh my gosh. How dare you? How dare you?
We got a level set here.
Erie will always have my heart, but Pittsburgh has to share. I have to share. It's like asking which child do you like better.
Okay,
I just can't.
It's all Pennsylvania love. Got it.
Yes.
I want to give a very warm welcome to the newest member of our Cast Pittsburgh family. Rachel Carlson has joined us. She is in the house, the virtual house.
I'm ready.
Rachel, you're our audience development manager, which means if you see anything that looks good on social, it's probably because of Rachel. You're going to be helping us with events, with all kinds of things, with making nice with our neighbors. Anything you want folks to know about what you're going to do here?
I'm excited to build the CityCast community. So please slide into those DMs. Please comment, because I will be the one commenting back and be like, yeah, girl. Yeah, bro. I mean, I probably won't be like, yeah, bro, but
yeah.
I love to socialize. I love building community. So I'm really excited to connect with people.
We're increasing our bench of extroverts for sure. And I think it's that community piece that was one of the most exciting parts of bringing you into the fold, is that you're not just talking at people. Like, you are very much about like making people feel warm and welcome, both here in Pittsburgh and also in your hometown. Is that correct?
Yes.
Of Erie?
Born and raised.
Wonderful. Well, I am personally, this is content is real life. I'm planning a trip to Erie, and you have been talking so much behind the scenes about how great it is and how much you love going home and all the things that you do. And when I mentioned that this is a thing I want to do this summer, you were like, I've got you. So here we are. We're turning my actual curiosity here in life to a show. Tell us.
I've got a Google Doc.
Yes. Well, you said you had a spreadsheet and stuff too.
I do.
This is great.
I have it all. I'm ready.
So hottest tips and takes from one of Erie's biggest cheerleaders. If you two want to plan a decent day trip, 2 or 3 days, even a week-long adventure without it costing a bloody fortune. That's really where I'm at. I wanted a beach trip that was not $7,000. And here we are. We're going to Erie. How would you say it compares to Pittsburgh in terms of vibe?
It has that beach town vibe in terms of the summer. You're not going to get that in the winter. I definitely would discourage people from going in the winter, because you'd be like, what is going on here?
I think the winter has its own charm for that part of the world, but very different thing.
If you've never seen frozen sand dunes, it's actually pretty cool. And the lake fishing, like seeing that is insane.
Okay, I've never seen either of those things. Keep going.
But in the summer, it's just this magical getaway. There are so many things to do in terms of entertainment, food, places that your kids can run free. It's just, I think it's a great vacation spot that is so close to Pittsburgh. And I don't know why people don't realize, because it's 2 hours.
I was about to say, I mean, is it your sense that people are sleeping on Erie?
I think that they slept on Erie until COVID. And I think a lot of people took the trip up there and discovered it, but still within my friends and family circle, I talk about it ad nauseum in terms of it being such a great, quick trip, cheap trip from Pittsburgh. But I think that a lot of times people probably just don't don't understand the beauty of it, don't understand the ease, don't understand that there is a thriving community up there of local places to eat. Like when I go there, every time I want to go to a new local spot and discover a hidden gem. But I also want to visit my go-tos. So Sarah's, the ice cream place. So Sarah's is the ice cream place on the peninsula that has the vanilla and orange sherbet twist.
Okay. I like that we're just jumping right into ice
I
cream.
know. Sorry. I'm going there because there's a lot of dessert options too.
Okay.
I need it. Like my kids need it. I need it. We all need Sarah's in our lives. And it's literally the simplest thing because it's like I said, the twist, but it's so delicious and it hits so good while you're sitting outside on the peninsula. And they have Smith's hot dogs it's a thing. It's supposedly the best hot dog. They have kielbasa, which is my pick, and these curly fries. Like the ice cream is the ice cream. You got to go for there, but don't sleep on the food either because the curly fries are so good. And it's right at the entrance of the peninsula. So if you're talking, I want a peninsula stay, that is one side of Erie. And then I think my problem in life, I'm that faulting Erie, is that everything is 15 minutes away still. And I live in Pittsburgh, and that is not the case with traffic.
Well, with traffic, I was about to say, as the crow flies, actually, it is still true here in Pittsburgh. But yeah, you're right. It depends on the time of day and how many bridges or tunnels you need to go through.
Correct. But in Erie, it truly is everything is 15 minutes away. So the peninsula is on one side and the bayfront is on the other. And so peninsula, bayfront, you can get to either or very easily. But if you want to stay put in the peninsula one day, there's the throughway highway takes you right there. And then you get off and Waldemere is the first stop. So that's the little amusement park. It's a mini Kennywood.
Yeah, it's like a water world. Is that right?
So it's two, and it is Waterworld and Waldemere. And Waldemere is one of the only parks that lets you roam free, basically. So you don't have to buy a pass to get into Waldemere. You can actually buy individual tickets. So
used to be able to do that at Kennywood, but not anymore.
Sorry. But you can do it at Waldemere. So just saying. So you could go in and ride the big roller coaster that takes you up over the hill. You see the entire peninsula, like the Crooked Peninsula, you can see with the shoreline. And then you drop into the ravine at some ridiculous amount of speed. And then you go over the road where people are going down to the peninsula. And that's like their claim to fame. But then the other thing is that the water park is, I don't want to say anything comparing Sandcastle. Sandcastle is great. High five to Sandcastle. The water park in the past decade has really, I think, rivaled. It's a legit water park. Great kids area. I spent many times in the waiting area where my kids just went up and down the slides, up and down the slides. And I was just like waiting in the water, like watching them free as birds. And then they have a lot of really fun water tube rides and lazy river. And they just keep expanding and expanding. So it's a really fun trip.
So I think you've started us off on kind of like a journey, right? Like if you want like a beach experience with a roller coaster and a water park, this is one way to kick that off. What other types of vacations do you recommend people have in Erie? Like what kinds of experiences?
I think you can really go the other route too, where you are doing kind of the foodie stuff, the more adult things like going to the bars, going to the breweries, going to the distilleries.
Is that a thing there? Do they have a big craft brewery scene? I mean, I know Erie wine is a thing, but people also make fun of it in Pennsylvania.
I mean, it's great. I mean, I never make it over to Northeast and I really should. But I would say in terms of, they have Lavery Brewing, which is a big beer destination, and it's right downtown, and they have food there too. And then I really think that when you're going there, you don't want to think of it as a small town. You want to think of it as like a mini Pittsburgh in the sense where there's this thriving local scene there. And so you go down to the Bayfront. The Bayfront has a lot of new development too. They're really trying to have it be a destination as well. And so there's Oliver's, which is one of my favorites, the beer garden. So it's right on the lake. Again, when you go to the lake, you want the lake view. And for the longest time, there were two spots. And now there's this beer garden where they have live music. It's all outdoors, outdoor bar, and then mini golf. So right on the water, you can go and have mini golf. The Sheraton on the other side of the dock is also a great spot for staying. They have an infinity pool, and then they have a restaurant. That's the best, I think, restaurant and view of the lake. And they have a really good salmon salad there too, I will say.
Okay, I've been to that restaurant one time and I got the salmon salad, so now I feel really accomplished. It was also storming so badly while we were there, so you didn't get like that. There was a panoramic view around the whole thing, but even though it wasn't like stunning and I couldn't see for miles, it was really cool to experience a storm that high up in the clouds, like as it's hitting the lake. It was wild.
And Erie is known for the third best sunset. That's literally, Erie apparel is like Steel City clothing, and they have a t-shirt that says third best sunset in the country, nation. I don't know, but
I feel like that's the Pittsburgh shirt that's like, I survived the blizzard of 94. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah. It's just, we get known for our things and we like really dig in. Sponge candy is another thing.
Today's episode is sponsored by the Frick Pittsburgh Museums and Gardens. If you want a taste of Paris right here in Pittsburgh, their next exhibition is perfect. French Modern's Matisse Renoir Degas is coming very soon. We're getting in work from really famous French artists, painters, and sculptors, folks like Cézanne and Rodin. And you don't need to be a dedicated student of art history to appreciate this work. Yes, they are legends now, but back in their day, these artists were considered radicals. And some really put a foundational mark on art movements that we still celebrate today. Things like realism, impressionism, cubism, surrealism, and more. I feel like it's easy to forget, but it's in part because of artists and masterworks like these that we think about Paris and Parisian culture the way we still do today. I, for one, am really excited to see this exhibition, maybe chase it with a stop by the Frick's little cafe and a stroll through the gardens. It's going to be so much fun. Look for French Modern's Matisse Renoir Degas at the Frick starting June 20th and get your tickets at thefrickpittsburgh.org. CityCast Pittsburgh is brought to you today by Quantum Theater. You know, I meet a lot of people that are trying to get into Pittsburgh's theater scene. They're trying a show here or there. I want to recommend Quantum. They've got a show coming up called The Tempest. Director Carla Booz has been involved in our art scene here for more than 30 years, and she is ending her time with Quantum on a high note. She is directing Shakespeare's The Tempest. It's this epic play that's all about power, revenge, forgiveness, transformation. And y'all, they found the perfect setting, the Carrie Blast Furnaces over in Rankin. If you have never been, it's like stepping back in time. And since Quantum is all about immersive experiences, I am betting the audience is going to get a unique taste of all that metal and machinery right there on the Mon. If you haven't checked out Quantum yet, now is your time. The Tempest opens July 17th and runs through August 23rd. Get your tickets today at quantumtheater.com/tempest. CityCast Pittsburgh is brought to you today by the Westmoreland Museum of Art. If you've never been, you're not behind. I checked out the Westmoreland for the very first time earlier this year, and y'all, I was blown away by how much art and creativity they have packed into this pretty compact space. And they're bringing a new interactive experience to us this summer. They're doing Puttapalooza, art-inspired mini golf. Seriously, it's open now and runs through August 30th. It's an indoor 9-hole mini golf course that you can actually play. So it's for all ages, $10 for adults, $5 for kids, and anyone under 4 plays for free. There's a cash bar on Fridays, and everyone plays for free on Sundays. Plus, it's super special because everything on the course is inspired by artwork actually displayed in the museum. Athleticism not required, nor is registration. There's also a scavenger hunt. They really thought of everything. Regular museum entry and parking is always free. And while you're visiting, make sure you check out exhibits like Steel Valley Visions and Play Ball, The Art of George Sosnak. Learn more at thewestmoreland.org. Let's talk about food and drink. What do you recommend? And kind of give us like some price levels too.
Yeah, so there are, my mom used to call it the Pittsburgh restaurants. So
Okay.
they're like the fancier restaurants.
That's fancy. Okay. That could have gone in either direction.
But again, I mean, I still think I would dig into the fact that it's Steeler chic. And really it like breaks off Steelers, Buffalo, Cleveland, for fans. But you can go in casual wear and you'll be totally fine. But Bar Ronan is the Pittsburgh place, and it is a hip place. You have to make a reservation for sure. And it's actually in the same plaza that another place I'm going to talk about is in, but the chef is really well known even around Pittsburgh, and it is like a Japanese fusion restaurant. And then down that is the Cork, which is just like a really nice American style restaurant. And I love their sea bass there. It's so good. And you can sit outdoors and they have a fire pit and it's really nice. And then I will say again, I love Moonlit Smash Burger. So if you love Moonlit, Bromich's sandwiches is in downtown, and their smash burgers, I cried. They were so good.
You're literally struggling to form words as you talk about it. So
I get very emotional about food, very emotional. I think too, because I'm gluten-free. So all of these places that I'm mentioning have gluten-free options as well. So one of my saviors in terms of I never can get sandwiches is Picasso's, which is in the mall. Don't even try looking it up because they have no website. I think they have a Facebook they haven't touched since 2015, but it is these pressed sandwiches that are divine, like divine, and cheap. Like both those places, cheap, affordable places that you can go and like grab stuff and head wherever. But I think that there's, again, such with Oliver's, there's a food truck that you can hit up for, again, cheap food. And then middleman, like Pineapple Eddie's is a really high, I used to work for Yelp. So it's a very highly rated kind of hidden gem in the downtown area. It's kind of Jamaican vibe. And it is a good option for having like a casual dinner. And then the other place I just went to for the first time was Give a Crepe, which is a creperie, and they offer savory and sweet crepes. And the owner is from Pittsburgh, and I am sweet talking her into it. I mean, she said like it would be a dream. Her whole family's here to open something here. So I was like, okay, like let's make that happen.
I like that you're trying to manifest your own culinary journeys in both of your, I guess, hometowns at this point. What kind of place would you say that Erie is in terms of like how to have a good stay there? Like this has been my experience lately in all kinds of different places, like from national parks to beaches to just like going a few towns over. Like it is getting increasingly complicated to figure out if an Airbnb stay is going to be decent or if you should just pay a hotel price. Like an Airbnb almost costs more than a hotel these days, and you never know what you're going to walk into. So I'm curious, like, I'm sure you probably stay with family. You don't need this, but what would you recommend for someone coming in?
So honestly, if you're talking to me, this is going to be the hottest tip because I can spout off, like I can give you my doc, don't worry. But with stay, Erie is weird. I feel like they still don't have it right. So there are basically like murder motels by the
I know
peninsula.
exactly what you mean by that. Yep.
That are terrifying. There is nothing by the peninsula. So weird. I don't understand it. Erie committees, like, let's talk. I don't get it. So the only place to stay at a hotel is at the bayfront. So you have the Sheraton, the Marriott, great views, expensive.
Great views
So,
if you're looking north. If you're looking south, you get to stare at a UPMC, which also feels very Pittsburgh.
correct. Yes. And a hill. I don't know. Yes, a hill. Yeah. So there you go, Pittsburgh. So it's expensive. If you want to stay at an Airbnb downtown, just check off what you need. in terms of parking and ambiance and amenities around you for the Erie area.
I get the impression you haven't been impressed by them, though.
Not really. Again, depending on where the Airbnb is. There's a actual B&B, if that's your vibe, called the Spencer House. That's in a cute little area of town. I think that if you want to go cheap, and again, only 15 minutes away, by the mall, which again, if we want to go into Erie lore, look it up. It's shaped like a gun. Pointing towards Youngstown because the Youngstown Mafia owns it. This is my Erie lore.
Okay, we're gonna dive into that later, but yeah, keep.
So by the mall, it's all the like Holiday Inn, the Garden Inns. I got married at the Garden Inn up there, but those are all going to be your affordable places. It's a bummer that there isn't much by Presque Isle.
Before we get out of here, what about attractions? Like we talked about, like, obviously food and drink and the Kennywood style park, Waldemere. Anything else that you think is like can't miss for a Pittsburgher's taste?
So the beach in general, you can spend the whole day down at the beach. The one thing that I think is brilliant, and my dad, I get it from my dad, is also a kibitzer. So he's made friends with this girl that owns Beach Bums. It's a rental company that rents out cabanas and chairs. So if you're a Pittsburgher, you don't have those beach chairs, the cabanas, the whole setup, because people have a whole setup when you go to the beach. At Beach 6 and 8, which are my beach recs, Beach 6 is like the young, hip beach where they have volleyball. Beach 8 is kind of a slower vibe. It's flat. So some beaches are curved, some beaches are flat. Beach 8, they have a ton of cleaner bathrooms there, but a ton of bathrooms and shaded parking. Those are my recs. And then you can rent equipment there. And then the yellow bike rental, you can rent bikes. You can rent the tandem bikes. You can rent bikes like the pedal bikes that have the seats. So there's two sides of the peninsula. One is the beach, one is the bay, and you can ride along. It's a mile and a half. You can ride along the bay and it's gorgeous. So say you want to take some time at the beach and then go to the bay side, you can rent that, as well as canoes, kayaks. You can even rent pontoon boats too. So there's a lot of different options.
Yeah. And I mean, there's some indoor stuff too. Like, I mean, just from my own research, I haven't been to these spots, but like the art museum, for example, I'm guessing this one's more outdoor, but like the lighthouse, you can go take a peek at that. There are different types of activities in that vein as well. I mean, it's Pennsylvania. You always got to plan just in case there's rain.
And the Children's Museum is fantastic too, like larger than I would have ever thought. They recently went through a reno. And so there's a lot of space to run around if it's a rainy day and your kiddos are like, I need to do something. And you're like, I cannot go to Splash Lagoon and be indoors with lots of screaming, which you can see where my tastes lie.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, if you are interested, if this has sparked your curiosity and you have a pointed question about Erie or truly any restaurant between Pittsburgh and our northern neighbor, you can always get in touch with us. You can text or call 412-212-8893 with your Erie hotline questions for Rachel. Rachel, thank you so much for all your wisdom and for being part of our team.
I'm here. I'm ready. Thank you.
More coming from her soon. That is all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. You can support the show by becoming a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. You get ad-free listening, some perks, some swag. You can find all the details at membership.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow with more from around the city. We'll talk to you soon. Are you safe? Is it okay for you to say this stuff out loud?
This is like very much Erie lore. Like everybody knows this.
This is so bizarre, but if you like actually take this as gospel, Dick's is the one firing the weapon, Macy's is the trigger, and JCPenney is the bullet.
It's wild. But you can get a really good pressed panini sandwich there.